Hi, it's Kimberly Lewis, your motivational muse. The study habit, and why every nonprofit leader needs to keep on learning. Let's be real for a moment. Leading a nonprofit isn't for the faint of heart. It takes grit, faith, compassion, and a vision to lead mission-driven work in the communities where resources are tight and the needs are great. But there's one powerful secret weapon that separates great nonprofit leaders from the rest: a habit of study. You see, leadership isn't something you arrive at, it's something you grow into every day. That's why developing a regular study habit is one of the most transformational things you can do as a nonprofit leader. Whether you're leading a grassroots organization or seeing a multi-million-dollar organization, the challenges in our sector are constantly evolving. And if you want to lead with excellence, not just passion, you must commit to lifelong learning. Here's what a study habit can do for you. First, it sharpens your strategic thinking. You'll start seeing around corners and making decisions with greater clarity. Next, it builds confidence. Whether you're speaking to funders, your board, or the media, knowledge empowers your voice. Next, it fuels innovation. You'll stay ahead of the trends in philanthropy, leadership, and social impact. And finally, it keeps you grounded. Let's be honest, burnout is real, and a steady study habit reconnects you to your purpose and reignites your why. At Motivational Muse, I always say, great leaders don't just hustle, they study the mission, the movement, and themselves. So, how to make study a leadership habit for you? Well, you don't need a PhD or a library card the size of Texas to start studying. Here's how I recommend nonprofit leaders build a meaningful study habit. There are 5 points. First of all, you got to schedule it. Block 30 minutes a day or set aside some quiet time on the weekends. Protect it like you would a board meeting. Number 2, be intentional. Study what feeds your mission, stretches your mind, or strengthens your leadership. Number 3, journal the gems. Take notes, highlight quotes, jot down action steps for your team. Number 4, learn in community. This means that you join a leadership book club, attend webinars, or grab coffee with other change makers to discuss what you're reading. And number 5, put it into practice. Use your insights in board meetings, grant writing, staff coaching, wherever your leadership shows up. Share that knowledge. Now, my personal must-reads for nonprofit leaders are some books that I have on my shelf. And you don't have to read them necessarily. You can have an audiobook, or you can read it on your tablet. You can have a leather-bound copy of your favorite book. Just read. You'll grow your career and your capacity to lead. So here are a couple of books by category. So under leadership and personal growth, I like Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek, Dare to Lead by Brené Brown, Atomic Habits by James Clear, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, or Leadership Agility by Bill Joyner and Stephen Josephs. Now, under nonprofit excellence, here are my favorites. Forces for Good by Leslie Crutchfield and Heather McLeod Grant, Nonprofit Management 101 by Darian Rodriguez Heyman, or The 5 Most Important Questions You Will Ever Ask About Your Organization by Peter Drucker. Under fundraising and communication, I like the titles of The Generosity Network by Jennifer McRae and Jeffrey Walker, Storytelling for Grant Seekers by Cheryl Clark, and Fundraising for Social Change by Kim Klein. Now, under equity and inclusion, my favorites are The Inclusive Leader by Dr. Artika R. Tyner, Biases by yours truly, Kimberly Bussey Lewis, A Seat at the Table or a Part of the Meal, also by Kimberly Bussey Lewis. Now, under Innovation and Impact, I have 3 titles for you. Impact the World by Carrie Rich and Dean Falk. Lean Impact by Ann Mei Chang. And New Power by Jeremy Hyman and Henry Timms. Becoming an effective leader and remaining relevant requires consistent professional and personal development. Anything less than that is a disservice to yourself and your organization and the community at large. So start your habit of study today and get your books however you like to read, by audiobook, by Kindle, a hard copy. Just start today.